Welcome to the locker. Welcome to the locker. Episode 41. I am your man, A White. Over
And this
there.
is this is your boy V Styles. This is our boy Josh episode then 41.
That is true. That is true. So who was 40? R2 Spinner. R2
Was
was
he
40
40?
when he was a freshman. When he was a freshman, he was 40, man.
Was he? I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but speaking of I guess we hop right into we're gonna check out your holiday. It was a holiday weekend, Labor Day. I guess most people was laboring over a grill or something. I was beating head in cornhole. What'd you do?
Man, I've been fortunate these last few holidays. My dad decided to fry some catfish. So I just did a couple steaks for the family for this evening. So I cooked it yesterday and I just vacuum sealed it, and we ate it for dinner. So that's all I did. I had a nice, easy, didn't really do anything, man. Um, Grill for about what, an hour, and that was it.
Yeah, that's my mom. That's what my mom does. Cooks the food and freezes it or whatever. I got a refrigerator full of frozen food. Apparently, my siblings and my niece and nephews, they too bougie. So when I come
Oh,
home, yeah, when I come home, there's a refrigerator full of pork chops, steak,
oh,
hamburger. Already
oh!
cooked though. Already cooked, man. Oh man, I'm talking
I'm
about I
telling.
got
Look,
a cooler full.
I cooked the day before because the next day is better. So like when I do jambalaya, gumbo, dirty rice, whatever has some seasoning to it, I actually let it sit a day. I let it sit
It's
24 hours.
cooking ain't my thing, so I
Nah,
can't
I
really.
know, I know, I
But
know.
I think I know there's a couple things like that. I know I have had dressing right out the oven, and I wasn't impressed as it is. You have the next day. There's a couple things, but I don't know about too many meats that I prefer the next day over the first day. I'm not saying I
No,
won't.
no. Meat is fine to eat after you let it rest for a little bit. Typically, like anything red meat, you gotta let it rest. Steak,
Yeah,
hamburgers, you gotta let it rest. So yeah, meat you can eat that day. Although brisket, you should let it rest for about at least 3 hours. So it depends on when you start your brisket. That's probably 10 to 12 hours minimum of cook time. So you gotta
dang.
let it sit for another. So you talking about 15, 16 hour day. So when you cook a brisket, it's a labor of love. It takes time.
Yeah. I kind of figured that once you start talking 10, 12 hours, there's nothing I do in the day except work when I was in management for 10 to 12 hours.
Hmm.
That's the only thing you do in a day, man.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a commitment, man.
Yep. Yeah, man. I like if I cook a brisket, I on that day I know I gotta wake up at three in the morning. Typically, I gotta
Uh,
start at 3.
well, I guess that's the chef in you or whatever.
Yeah,
People who
yeah.
like their food to taste good, man. I just eat to survive, man. I
That,
do, man. I ain't gotta have no season. I really, I mean, I'd rather just turn the flame on high, let it cook. It could be
yeah, I
charred
feel.
on the out. It could be charred on the outside, a little rough and dry.
Now look. Now I've done one in the oven. I've done one in the oven, a
Yeah.
brisket. It's brisket. It's not bad, but it's not the same as smoking it, grilling and smoking it. But you still get a brisket. So you can slow cook it in the oven for the same time, and you ain't doing jack. You just got the oven on for a long time.
Okay. Yeah. And that's one thing at this time of year. I hate to have that oven going, especially that long, man. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna get that
well,
heat out the house, man.
no, man, you're not cooking it that high though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you in the low 200s. You should be fine.
See, I don't know nothing under
I
375.
know.
I can't wait that long. I don't know nothing under 375. And if I'm really in a rush, I get that bad boy before
450.
75, man. I get it before 75. I done it before, man. I've done it before, man. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing on the grill. If I'm in a hurry, I'll crank that brisket up to 350.
Yeah, yeah,
I can do a hot and fast too. I've done the one hot and fast.
yeah, man. But yeah. So, speaking of burning hot and fast, your man's, UK's finest was hot last year and was fast, and
Mm-hmm.
and your boy John, your boy Chucky. Man, what's your thoughts on your boy Chucky a week before the season starts? Trading a player, and not only a player, a UKan, man.
Right. Look, I'm gonna start off with this because I've been thinking about this one a lot too. Is were we just not that good? Because the fans, or was it just on social media? The fans didn't show this much love when we got released and cut. They didn't go like, "What the hell's wrong with the Bears? What the hell's wrong with Oakland?" You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They showing do. They showing a lot of love for Austin McGinnis too, a kicker. Like people
But
all
McGinnis
know
caught,
him.
man. It ain't too many people that's as automatic as McGinnis. Like,
I'm just saying. The
there's no
fans
reason
are
for him not to
on.
get a shot, man.
I'm just, dude, it's weird, man. But to get back on the Lynn Bolton thing, I wish fans love us like they love him because we might be still in the league. It's twofold. First thing is it's a business. That's once you
Right,
get
right,
in this thing, you got to understand it's a business. There's nothing personal.
right.
Now, the bad part, like to me, Oakland, I don't know how to say it. They drafted Ruggs in front of him, then they drafted Braylon after him. They sandwiched him with two productive receivers.
Mm-hmm.
And they already had Josh Jacobs as a tailback. It wasn't like they were looking for a tailback. Let's say Lynn played tailback all 4 years. It wasn't like
Right,
they needed a tailback.
right.
And they still have Richards there, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
Let's say
ain't
they don't have
certain.
Richards. All right. Let's say they don't have. But Josh Jacobs is good enough to be a 3-down back. So you're going to bring in Lynn. And it was just an odd pairing. It was okay for me when they drafted Ruggs, and then they drafted him. Then
Right.
when they drafted another receiver after him, I'm like, that doesn't make any. Now you got three you got three receivers in the first 3 rounds. It doesn't make any sense. Somebody got to go. So
So
go ahead.
no. So tell me this: do you think all this was premeditated? Because I thought this from the jump. When you exactly what you said, they drafted a receiver early, and first round. They
Yep.
drafted a
Next pick,
receiver after Lynn
right after,
Bowden,
right.
but and I said this back then, that receiver was higher rated at his position than Lynn was.
That's what
And it was back to back, so why not draft him and draft Lynn second? I don't know if that was not a negotiation tactic from that point. I'm not sure
I
if they had
I
already planned on maneuvering him if it was possible.
I I for some reason think that they didn't have the time to, those pre-draft meetings are huge.
Right, right,
And
right.
I don't think they had a time to really evaluate Lynn, honestly. It's no doubt. I said Braylon is Brian. I have no doubt that he's a good player. Now the problem is how you going to, in those top 3 rounds, you got to play now. You have to be able to to contribute now.
Right.
And drafting him there and having him try to play a position he's never played in his life means that you were kind of using him as a project. So if you're gonna use him as a project, you can't cut him now. It just doesn't make sense. And to me, it doesn't make sense either where you didn't cut him, you trade him, so you did get something for him. You paying his signing bonus. They are on the hook for the almost $1 million signing bonus. The Dolphins said, we're not paying that.
Right,
So
right.
it seems a little fishy.
Yeah, because I was on one of those Twitter feeds, man, in Las Vegas Raiders Twitter feed, and they don't know that I know John Gruden firsthand. They talking as a fan. I'm talking as a
Okay.
UK player and somebody who played under Gruden. Because I don't know if you recall, in 2000 they drafted. I told you this before. They drafted Jerry Porter out of West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
That was a safety.
Yeah.
They drafted him as a receiver in the second
Yeah.
round.
Yeah. Yeah. You said that.
And I don't know, I don't know what John Gruden's thing is. I do tell you this much though. The thing that kind of baffles me that John will give you a chance. I think it's high risk, high reward. That he will bring you in and give you an opportunity at the
Uh-huh.
first sign of discomfort or as a first sign of distrust, whether it be on the field, playbook. That was another thing, kind of the word on the street is scuttlebutt, and as you and I discussed, they got a complex playbook. Like their playbook is complex. So for you to have
Yeah.
to know two positions on every play, so if we put you in the slot and we want to run this play, you got to know that because we can have you in that same play, and you could be in a running back. So you need to know what the running back does. So I think it was a lot to ask of him, and I do think you kind of have a point because the one thing I kept thinking when before we even got to this point was I was watching highlights of him. I was like, dang, I wonder what Lynn Bowden's 40 is. You realize we never found out what his 40 was?
No, if you don't know what it
We,
is,
we never found out his 40. So
you don't know what it is.
that's why you said they didn't have enough information. I don't know if they got this information in Vegas, but I mean, there's a lot of different rumors going around.
Hey, and people don't get. See, people are, and I understand they're fans. They're fans of Lynn, and we both are fans of Lynn. But we said a long time ago, it's a different animal playing running back.
Oh, yeah.
And we said, I don't know which one of us said, both of us said, pass protection is one of the animals that
Yep.
you get these 206. See, the thing about people don't get it is in college, you might have, like we had, then we have Marvin Cree, I remember Cree playing playing linebacker maybe at 205. Sometimes
Yeah,
you play
yeah.
with Dexter Coakley. I played with him in the All-Star game. He was 215, maybe 220.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Them guys are all right. But most of the players in the NFL is 260, 250,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
two-
yeah.
240 to 260.
Yeah.
Lynn is what, 215?
Right.
And they never blocked anybody? Don't understand that? Dude, that right there, that would make you turn down a lot of stuff.
But yeah, that's true. But I would think though that Gruden would be smart enough to put him in positions where he's not. So in two back sets, like if you're the one back, you may be chip or you
The
hot.
third down
And
back.
you can still be you can still be two backs. One can be so you can keep them honest.
Hold on. But you know Gruden is traditional. This is not
Yeah.
Cliff Kingsbury running RPO, creative, all this stuff. Gruden is still running probably a combination of Holmgren and Bill Walsh offense. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not the exact same, but it's a combination of that.
Yeah.
And that third down back, if they blitz, he got the block.
Yeah.
Now he ain't gonna block on all, but if the defense blitz, he gotta take the whomever the blitz linebacker on. You know, Lynn is tough as nails, but I've seen some grown tough men pass up on a linebacker coming full speed. He gets in that hole and don't have to move. He's just he's just coming from 5 yards
They
deep.
don't care. Yeah, they got a full head of steam going, man. That's what's crazy. When I was in Oakland, man, they used to in Oakland. We had them safeties, man. We had this dude named Eric Johnson from Nebraska.
I know you're talking about.
They called him Crazy Johnson. And I had to do big. He wasn't even the big. He was one of the smaller back. Greg Beaker was like 265 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had me practicing blitz pick. I'm like, who the hell practices blitz pickup? It's not something. It's something you do or you don't do. Like it ain't something you practice. That's just gonna give you a damn headache and a bruised shoulder. But so we out there. They got the linebacker just running through, just me and I think the other rookie running back. And I'm talking about they just coming through, just full head of steam, lowering their shoulder and just It's like, and I was looking at the coach, Skip Peter. He was just kind of like, man, don't worry, but they're not gonna do that in the game. Like they're not just gonna try to bowl through you. They got to know where the quarterback is at. You know what I mean? They lowering their shoulder and just trying to run through you. So in the game, I don't know. I guess you could cut them or whatever, but I'll take one side and shove you the other way. But you're not even looking. They just trying to bulldoze you. So
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
I just look. I mean, this the other thing people got to understand is that they did Lynn a favor. Like they didn't have to do this. They trade so to be in a trade, they could have just cut him and got nothing for him. And now, he's trying to find a team. They found someone that likes him just as much as they thought they liked him. So I don't understand all the vitriol towards the Raiders. They did him a favor. They paid his damn signing bonus. They paid his signing bonus. They freaking shipped him to South Beach. What? He's gonna play with Tua. What else do you? He's gonna now. If he plays with Tua, whenever they make that transition, he's gonna play in a more creative system because you gotta be in a creative system with Tua. So now they probably got a better chance of using his skill set better than Oakland. So the vitriol towards Oakland is a little misguided. They did the man a favor. It's a win-win for him. He got his upfront money, and now he's going to South Beach.
I don't think I've heard much from UK fans upset with Oakland or Las Vegas fans. I thought what I was seeing was more Raiders fans like, "What did you expect?" And there ain't no way in the world, whether you're on the West Coast, that you don't watch that much Kentucky football to know how good Lynn is. Y'all, I know SEC is big, but they're not tuning in to Kentucky games,
Right.
so the Raiders fans can't be talking about, well, I don't know why we drafted him in the first place, this, that, and the other, man, but.
I've seen some UK faithful upset at Oakland or upset Las Vegas. I've read some things. Yeah, I look, man. I never forget. I don't care how smart you are, and I consider myself a pretty smart football player. There are some schemes that just don't mesh with you. When I went to the Bears, I picked the system up quickly, just like when I went to Kentucky. Now, when I went to St. Louis and they ran that crap that they ran, I had no idea. None. I still don't get it. So he could have gone to Oakland and just not grasped the system. Not to say he's not a good football. He's not a smart football player. Some stuff, just like some passes or some routes don't agree with you. Some systems just don't mesh with your knowledge, and maybe it's a little too much for him. Maybe he just didn't grasp it. And I'm telling you, man, people don't get this either. If they get a undrafted free agent who grasps the system just as fast as you, and is just as good as you, and they can save that money, you gone. When I got to the Bears, and I had a pretty good preseason. They let go of Mark Carrier. Don't know who Mark Carrier is. Mark Carrier was defensive rookie of the year. His rookie year, he was a baller. But you know how much Mark Carrier was making compared to me? I mean, they let him go. Yeah. So, man, it's a tough business. People have to understand it's a tough business, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like I said, I could see both sides. Here's the other question though, before we get off the whole subject. You think that if Oakland didn't draft Lynn, do you think he would have got drafted that high?
I still had him as a third round pick. I didn't see him getting out of the fourth.
Okay.
And somebody would have got him, but somebody would have got him with the premise of making him a receiver, though. I don't think anybody saw him as a running back.
But I agree with you there. But you know the two adjustments that you're gonna have to make in college to pro, anyways. And I was telling somebody this when they were talking about his opportunities and possibilities on why it didn't work out And like I said, John Gruden is an anal dude because he puts so
Yes.
much time and effort into it. He's so
Yes.
meticulous that the
Yes.
smallest things will offend or affect him. But the two things I like, one thing you already said was blitz pickup. Like if you can't protect a $20 million player quarterback, you can't be out there, man. That's too
You
much
can't
of
be
an
out there.
investment, man. It's too much of an investment. And I'm not saying that's his thing, but that's one huge thing with a lot of people, even
Yeah.
on the college level. The other thing was, and I'm just thinking back to my day, they put you out there on the, who was I? Deron Cherry. I want to get Charles Woodson,
Ooh.
Aeneas Williams,
Ooh. Them ballers.
Dre Bly. Dude, if
Ooh.
you are not accustomed, and not so much, Charles wasn't all that physical, and I guess because he wasn't scared of a running back lined up a receiver. But some
Right.
of them dudes, man, if they don't want you, especially if Lynn is a receiver first, and you're not accustomed to getting them hands put on you, that's a tough thing. That's a tough thing to get used to too, man.
Dude. And Dre Bly has some hands of stone, man.
And quick feet.
Shit, dude. Excuse my language, dude. That guy got me on punt return. I'm just out there on punt return, just chilling. Like we in not real 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, he hit me. He hit me so hard. I thought I dislocated my shoulder, man. I'm like, dude, this ain't. He said I wasn't going hard. I'm like, dude, okay. So you telling me you hit me that you punched me that hard? That this ain't your full. So yeah, see. I said this a long time ago. Lynn is similar to Debo Samuels. Not a polished receiver, but a playmaker.
Yeah.
San Francisco does not use Debo as just, he's never on the line of scrimmage. They use him a lot in motion, jet sweeps, stuff like that to keep the defense honest. I said this a long time ago that whoever gets him needs to mirror that recipe for Lynn. If you don't, he's going to have a tough time early on because he lost his whole year.
Yeah.
He lost all those reps.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Even when Torrey Holt came to St. Louis, when I was there, when he got drafted. Now, Torrey Holt is elite, been elite. He had to adjust to the jams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, it didn't take him long, but it took him some time to get adjusted on the line of scrimmage getting jammed. Them jokers in the league, dude, people don't understand when they get their hands on you, it's over. It's over. Because they only have 5 yards. So when they get their hands on you, they trying to lock on.
Yeah.
And it would have took Lynn some time. But if they would have used his true skill set, his ability to make moves in space, his strength, his toughness, that would have been how to use him, not as a damn running back. Dude, I'm done. We can carry on to something else because I can talk about that crazy stuff all day.
Nah, actually, I just wanted to touch on today. You know, we got the Big Blue Nation, tuning in most of the time.
Well, let's do it. If y'all got any thoughts, y'all can tweet us at the Locker 411 and we can answer your questions right now. If y'all have questions on what we think about Lynn and maybe how he's gonna do in Miami, etc., hit us up.
Yeah, we can take a little assist. So what's the biggest move you've seen? Oh, let me throw this. Matter of fact, let me rewind, bring that back. I watched a little football this weekend. And I need to know, am I seeing rusty football? Because one thing I've been thinking about these guys getting ready to play now is kind of like that night when it's snowing, you don't know too much about it. When it's snowing before school and you're like, it's going to be canceled. So you're really not doing your homework and you kind of like, you waiting to get the call, the school's canceled.
Right.
So you ain't really totally prepared. That's kind of how somebody, man, because I got some people who got kids that play for EKU and I watch that EKU Marshall, man. Lord. Man, that quarterback ain't throw incompletion to the third quarter. They had like 220 yards in the first quarter.
Whoa! You saying Marshall quarterback didn't throw an interception to the third quarter? I mean,
Didn't
to
throw
throw an
incompletion.
incompletion.
He was 8 of 8 in the first half for like one, or in the first quarter for like 170, 180.
Whoa!
Yeah, man, 8 for 8. Then he wound up at one point he was like 15 for 15, and then it was up by like 30 something to nothing at
Were these
half.
short passes and the receivers running out, or
Nah,
what?
nah. He threw some fade. He threw some fade. He threw a tunnel screen that went a nice distance, man. Everything and in the first half alone, I think he hit 8 different receivers, 3 different tight ends.
Damn.
Yeah. So I don't know if EKU just weren't prepared, if the stage might have been too bright for him, but it was but also not last week, the week before last, I can't remember what game it was, but the guy broke that first run for 75 yards.
Yeah, I heard
Like
that.
kind of like your first play of practice, you think it's tough
Right.
because it takes some getting used to.
Right.
And the only other thing, I don't know if you've seen this, and I'm gonna let you have a little stab at it. The game last night, I didn't watch it past the third quarter, but man, BYU put a drubbing on Navy. Man,
Already,
they turned them every each way but loose.
I already stated. I stated when that who was it? Central Arkansas and Austin P played. I'm not watching football until September 26th. I'm not gonna waste my time with this level of football, and I'm glad I haven't, because then I'll be mad right now that I wasted 2-3 hours watching this junk. I'm not paid. I'm not. I'm not a employee of a station that pays me to watch sports. I watch sports because I want to. So I wasn't gonna waste my time. That I've seen some of the plays on Twitter, like Twitter highlights. But for me to spend time, no, dude. I just know. Look, just think about it. When were you able to really have a full practice? Like, when were you able to go? For some of these states, like I know out west, they still can't gather more than 25 people. So how can you have a full scrimmage and tackle? I mean,
But I don't think Utah was ever. I don't think Utah really ever had restrictions. I think they
no.
always was Gucci.
Well, you yes, Utah is fine, correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but some of these states, man, I know here in Louisiana that you can't practice full team right now and go have a full practice. It doesn't seem like, at least from what I think, we still in phase 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you're in a situation where you can't go full speed, at least thud. I mean, you might not go tackle to the ground, but you got to at least thud it up. If you can't go full speed
I'm
it's
I'm
tough.
still taken back on the point you said. You're not watching football until what?
Dude, I'm not watching college football until the 26th. And the NFL starts Thursday. I'll watch that because they ready to play. I knew we was gonna have some issues. I wasn't gonna waste my time. Come on, man. You know some of these schools ain't ready.
But it ain't. But no. One thing about it, I don't know about the BYU and Navy drubbing, but NKU ain't accustomed to playing Division I competition. Period. Like they're not really accustomed to that. So
Who did they play?
Marshall.
Come on, dude.
But I'm just saying that's
What
NKU.
what was the final score?
A whole bunch.
It
It might have been like 63-58, something like that. I think to Nathan.
No, dude. No,
I don't
no.
even think. I don't honestly. I don't think EKU crossed
No, see, no,
the
no.
midfield stripe unless it was a turnover. But I don't think they. I don't think they ever had more than like a 5-play drive, man.
Come on, and Marshall. I ain't got nothing against Marshall, but Marshall is not the gap between Marshall and EKU isn't the gap between us and EKU. You know what I'm saying? The gap between Marshall and EKU is smaller than us and EKU.
Right. That's why they only score like 50 or 60 points.
But you
We
said
scored 70 something on them boys when we played them.
Hold on. But you said it was embarrassing. Like,
But I think it was embarrassing, like first scrimmage embarrassing. Like first scrimmage embarrassing. Like, put it like this: they was getting 4-man rush, wreaking all kinds of havoc in the backfield. Like,
Shoot, I would have liked to play corner for Marshall. Then they getting 4-man rush and they create pressure.
they won for it on like fourth and inches, man. And the dude hit the running back 4 yards in backfield. He spent off that and got stopped for a 2-yard loss.
Oh, good.
And that was only a 4-man rush. Like, so I've been enjoying. I kind of enjoy watching. Man. And plus, one thing about it, I like to see those little dudes get a taste of the big time, man. Because
I haven't watched a game. I haven't watched a minute, to be honest. I have not 1 minute. I haven't even been itching to watch a game. I will be watching this Thursday game though. Houston and KC. I will be all up in that one. But these college games I haven't even turned on for a second.
What was that? Was that LeBron just dunked all over somebody? Oh. But okay, yeah, nah. Okay, man. We supposed to get on this a while ago, man, while we got you all loose and lathered up, man.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
So I seen you on social media a couple weeks back.
Ooh.
Speaking not so great of a light about the King LeBron James. So what's your take?
Hold. What did I say? Because I don't know if that's true.
You said something to the effect of LeBron James is starting to wear on you. And whatever the topic was, it was the same thing I've been trying to tell you all along.
That's a positive. Him wearing on me is a positive. Because I'm not a LeBron fan. You know that. And now he's a Laker. I'm a fan of the Lakers. I'm not a LeBron fan. Now he's wearing on me. So that's what I was saying. That is a good thing.
Okay, so how you feel that we're not gonna go all the way off on this tangent? So when they was had the meeting about Black Lives Matter and the walkout, this, that, and the other. And this is the kind of thing I say about LeBron is always sitting in the back. Everything's always good with LeBron. And then once the care some teams said they wasn't going to play. Some players started speaking up. Now the mic's on and everybody trying to listen. Now, it's being received. Now LeBron stepped to the front. Yeah, this is what we've been talking about. This is what we're going to do. So apparently they had a meeting. And them little youngsters was like, man, we don't need you to tell us what to do. And LeBron was like, basically, I'm the vet of the group, and this is what we need to do. I'm trying to help y'all out. I ain't got much time left. And I guess they jumped on that man so bad, man. He walked out the meeting and was like, well, y'all figure this out yourselves. But he went in there, and that's one thing I don't like about him, man. He talked down to people, man. He treat everybody like they underneath him. And that's fine if most of America or most of the is most of the country or the world feels like he's above them, but let other people write your script. Like let other people give you praise, man. Don't demand your praise if you that great. Now if you on our level or somebody in the middle where like a Lynn Bowden or something, you always fighting, or Benny Snell, you always fighting for your credit and your just due. Yeah, you might have to toot your horn sometimes, but if everybody thinks LeBron is great, man, let everybody else.
I personally think that's bullshit.
What I said or his idea? What he did?
No, how do we know what acts happened at that damn meeting? It's a whole lot.
Because LeBron does it all the time. That's why Kyrie left, man.
How do you know? See, you got this. He does this all the time.
Because I know somebody who coached for the Cavs.
That's true. Good point.
I'm not saying he said that. I'm not saying he said that.
You got me on that one. I just don't trust people. And people have their motives. How do we know what was exactly said? Because apparently Kawhi walked out of the meeting too. So ain't nobody saying shit about Kawhi, but they saying shit about LeBron. So to me, do we know if they walked out because they thought the meeting was over and let's just, we ain't gonna go nowhere right now? Or they walked out because they were pissed? We don't know. So for me, it's a lot of damn hearsay, a lot of damn egos, right and wrong. Chris Paul hasn't said anything. You have your leaders. You have since day one. Shit, I have to remind people. Damn, Magic Johnson fired his championship coach. it's egos. He fired a guy who he just won a championship with and brought in Pat Riley, who was an assistant. So there's so many egos. There's so many
LeBron
things.
James does that all the time. If
What's
he
that?
don't win, LeBron James fire the coach if they don't win. But go ahead.
A lot of
LeBron
guys.
James.
Hold on. A lot. Damn, Mark Jackson got fired with Babyface Assassin. I mean, people get fired, man. Damn, Doug Collins got fired with damn Michael Jordan. I think, dude, it happened. I'm not that shit happens. It's cheaper to get rid of the damn coach than it is to get around players. So I don't hold too much to that because obviously they I'm gonna say this about the whole thing. I think more the players were more pissed, or the higher echelon players were more pissed that Milwaukee didn't give them a heads up. I can see that more than anything else. All the other shit that's been said, I'm not sure I can get on with it, but I can say this: if I was a player and we were trying to lead a unified front, and then you come in last minute when Orlando's on the court warming up like they're gonna play, and all of a sudden they like, oh, we ain't playing. That does rub me the wrong way. But other than that,
do you not see an underlying reason that might be the case, and they may want to make a bigger impact?
they could have still.
Where is Milwaukee at?
No. They could have still told Orlando, "Hey, don't go out on the court."
Why? You want to make the impact? They got the impact we wanted. Like we surprised.
It's the same impact if
No, it ain't.
It's the same impact if Milwaukee leads the press conference. Milwaukee has decided that they are not playing tonight, and the players or the whole NBA are in support of them, and we back them. That's all they had to do. We would have to agree to disagree on this one because I don't know.
I don't agree with you, man. I don't agree. I think the fact that it was in Wisconsin, that they decided that we're gonna make an impact because of for our state, and I think that was the reason they did it. And
I have no problem. I have no problem with that. That is true.
that's the whole point I'm making. I'm talking about it's the wow factor. It ain't a wow factor if they say, well, they're not playing. Oh, and afterwards, so-and-so side. That's all, like you said, when it comes out of hearing, if nobody sees it, they don't know. But if they see one team come out on the court and don't see the other, they like, dang.
So you saying if neither team shows up on the court, no one knows. The officials don't know. The commentators don't know. The network don't know. They go to the broadcast and neither team is out. It doesn't have an effect. Because then people going to start asking questions. Why the team's not on the court? Then they could add a statement. Milwaukee has decided because of the Jacob Blake deal that they don't feel comfortable in playing, and we as NBA players support them, and we're not playing either. It has the same effect.
Nunca. No agree. We're gonna agree to disagree.
All right, we'll agree to disagree on this one but I'm always right, so I'm not sure.
I guess you're right-handed. You must
somebody tweet us and tell us who right. Whose side you're on? You're on A. White side or you're on the right side?
Thank you.
The right side, your side.
You know
or the right side.
When you go white, you went right. There you go. Hey, but so other thing. back to the football thing though. What's up? So what you think your dude gonna do? These two-sided. What you think your man's gonna do in Detroit? And you think he gonna get Barry? He need 1,000. I think he need like 1,000 on the nose to pass Barry in Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He like 1,000 behind him.
Who is the starting running back? It's are they gonna start him in front of?
They got a bunch of no names, man.
No, they got DeAndre Swift.
Oh, they picked up DeAndre?
Yes.
Ah, yeah, I love him, man. But
So
that's thunder and lightning though. Thunder and a little bit of is a mix of thunder and lightning. A hurricane and lightning. That's what it is. We call it
so
hurricane.
so are they gonna? How is that gonna work?
I don't know who's coaching over there now. I don't know who the offensive coordinator is or nothing, man.
The Patriots guy still. This guy, what's his name? Defensive coordinator. I can picture the
With the long
beard.
beard and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
The heavy set dude.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
I just don't Matt Patricia.
yeah, Matt.
I don't see how you can have a guy who's been in camp, quote unquote camp, since it's not a real camp anymore.
Right.
Been in camp, knows the playbook, and thrust AP in front of him. I just don't see it.
But
So
Swift ain't gonna take all them. I believe Swift got hurt. The last 2 years he was the man after Chubb and Michelle left at Georgia. I think he got banged up. So
well, all running backs get banged up though.
I think he missed time though.
Whoa! They got Kerryon Johnson too. No, bro. I don't know where these carries gonna come from.
Oh, I didn't say he was gonna get it. I was just asking. It was just kind of odd. You know,
Yeah,
he
I
got
don't-
picked up by somebody, but I could see him and Swift working together.
No, Kerryon Johnson's gonna be the starter.
Kerryon Johnson. Not familiar.
Auburn. You remember him?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Hold on. When did they pick him? Hold on.
I'm not very impressed by him though. So.
Dude, no, he. Yeah.
The Lions running backs always have not been very impressive to me.
Nah, they haven't had a. Well, damn, you're always comparing them to Barry Sanders.
Yeah, that could be true.
That's kind of. It's gonna be interesting. I don't see how he can get 1,000 yards out of that though. That's a lot of yards with 3 backs in the backfield.
I keep wondering how he keep getting jobs, and I'm not saying he like last year he had a good season for his age.
Yeah.
I think he's like him and Frank Gore, man.
Yeah.
They're just plugging away getting yards.
Yes.
But I think he should go somewhere where they need a solid, running back with them younger guys. That's why I said if it was just DeAndre Swift and him, I think it'd be a good deal because that way, while DeAndre getting rest, you got AD wearing the defense down. Then late in the game, AD, he gets stronger as the game going. I don't know. I just thought it'd be a nice 1-2 punch and, somebody to teach him the direction to go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of tough because AP got a specific running style. Some of these offenses are going to this RPO. I don't know if that's AP's style now.
Yeah, that ain't him.
He's downhill, so he's got to find a system that's more downhill. And I'm sure everybody who runs that kind of system always has running backs. The ones come out the top of my head, Steelers got stable running backs.
Who down there with Tom Brady? Who else down there with Fournette?
They what's the guy? JoJo something. They already have a couple running backs.
Okay.
So
who's in New England? New England would probably be a perfect fit for him.
See, but New England doesn't run that downhill really unless it's like third and short.
If you get the lead, he ain't scared to run it.
Right,
that's what
saying.
you need. That's what you need AD back there all day.
But they already have, man. They got so many. They got such a deep running back.
I remember they got Sony, but I thought they got rid of one of them other backs they had from before.
No, man, they got them all back. I think.
I can't remember what the one dude's name was. It always escapes me.
Ronald Jones.
I don't know no damn Ronald Jones.
No, he balled out last year. No, he was good last year. Trust me, he was good last year.
Okay. I don't know who he is, so obviously he ain't doing. I know who Matt Breida is.
Yeah, Matt. You know Matt Breida,
and I didn't know him before last season.
You just know Matt Breida because of a name. He ain't.
Man. Man, he was tearing them sidelines up. He probably had 1,000 yards last year sharing the ball. I know he had a good 600 to 800.
Yeah, so your boy Ronald Jones played 9 games, 4.2 yards a carry, 768 yards in 9 games.
Yeah. All right.
I saw him run, dude. He's pretty good.
Oh, damn. Corey Price one more time. Oh, LaShawn McCoy went to the Bucks, man.
No, that ain't. But they got too many backs.
Well, I ain't know LaShawn
Hold on.
McCoy. I thought LaShawn was going back to KC.
Mm-mm. No, when they drafted Edwards Helaire, he was on the chopping block.
Oh, okay. Dang.
Dude,
Them Bucks gonna be hard to beat, man.
dude, the Bucks is so deep at. They just signed Fournette. They got Ronald Jones. Guess who else they got? I forgot they drafted Keyshawn Vaughn. That's their downhill guy, Vandy.
Oh, his name. I thought it was something else. I
Mm-mm.
remember Vaughn. I didn't know his first name was Keyshawn.
Yeah, Keyshawn Vaughn. So they got two heavy hitters, and Ronald Jones is a good back.
You keep saying good back, man. I ain't buying it.
Dude.
So who gonna start then? You keep hollering
Ronald
Ronald
Jones
Jones
gonna start.
over Fournette?
Yes.
Okay,
Watch,
we'll see.
dude. You don't know names. Did they draft him and he drafted?
If I don't know, if you want me to know your name, you get me to know your name.
Well, you didn't watch Tampa last year then. If you don't know,
Why would I
names.
watch Tampa? They was sucky. Yeah, I
You-
pulled that one out.
You didn't watch a lot of Tampa there, because I saw him play when your boy Jameis had like 20 interceptions. I had to watch some of these games to see what was going on. Like, why he throwing so many picks? So yeah, no, I saw him, man. No, he's a good back. He's a really good back.
Out of where?
USC.
Okay, that's why. I ain't never seen him. I ain't seen him in college.
Yeah. That's West
That's
Coast.
why.
You probably
Yeah.
sleep. No, he's good, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. So what we got? What they say? After this weekend, 2 weeks to jump off, man.
Yeah.
2
This
weeks to
week
jump off,
it'll be
man?
2 weeks to the 26th. Yep.
You got tickets to the Auburn game or what? You going or no?
Man, I am not. I'm not going. It's Rona season, brother.
But
That COVID is real, and Alabama people ain't taking it seriously. No. Mm-mm. Ain't gonna happen.
Nuka.
No, ain't gonna happen. I'm not going to any football games this year.
Oh, okay.
High school either, and I'm all over high school. I'm everywhere. If my high school isn't at home, I'll find somewhere else to go watch somebody. That's why I saw your boy Kevin Joseph and Joel. If my school isn't home, I'll go find a good local game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all might be a little. Well, I guess we can do it here too, man. But everybody around me is rivals, man. So I don't feel like supporting them. Like back when I get in Twinsburg, if you go into the neighboring cities, they rivals, man, and they cocky.
No.
It ain't really cocky, but we was always the big dog, so I hate to go.
Okay. Let me switch this. I went to we're in the same school. So the school that my family, me and my kids are going to is a private school. So those are different level games. When they're not here, I go to see public school, high school game in the hood. So when they're not home, I go to see the big boys play. I go to see Scotlandville, Madison Prep, Dutchtown, Zachary. I go see big boy football when we're not at home because we're a 2A team. It's a small school. So when we're not here, I go see the big boys play.
Who is that school that's right next? That school is right next to the hotel we stayed at when we played LSU. I think the school had purple. I remember seeing purple in one of their uniforms. We walked across the street from our hotel and went to watch the high school game.
Do you know where the hotel was? See,
No,
see that's kind of hard to. I don't know.
it was like a Holiday Inn or something. I don't know. It was obviously I don't know. You know, bad. We passed a bunch of liquor stores
Now,
and pawn shops on the way there.
I'm trying. There's Dunham. Was school in a neighborhood? See, it's kind of hard.
No, it was off the main street.
I don't know if y'all stayed.
Yeah,
Like,
it was a Holiday Inn.
Yeah, but dude, that's not just one holiday. This city's bigger than that.
But I'm saying if I'm telling you it's a high, what school is right across the street from a Holiday? I'm talking about. I don't even think it's across the street. Like we walked across a parking lot to it. It was right there next to the hotel. Right there next to it. Like I don't know too many schools is right next to a hotel. Is what I'm saying. And maybe the field is just there.
The first one, that's why I was about. The
It was
first one that
maroon
comes to
team, I
mind.
think, and a purple team, I think.
First one that comes to mind is Dunham. Was it a small sideline or was it a big sideline?
I believe it was small. Kind of looked like a
Probably,
little league field.
yeah,
Kind of.
it's probably Dunham.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm thinking that y'all were close to campus, so it probably was Dunham.
Yeah. Yeah. See, Murder and all them came out there.
Whoa,
Fiend.
no, that ain't Dunham then.
No, they came to the hotel.
Oh, okay.
No, they came to the hotel.
That's the only thing I could think of is
To see
close
Craig.
LSU that is purple.
Yeah, I believe it could be. Like I said, it could be if all those things match up.
And
I wasn't really impressed with the competition. I wasn't
Yeah,
really
it's
impressed
probably
with the
Dunham.
level.
Yeah, no, that's why I say it's small. If it was a small sideline, it was 2A, so you probably only had like two really good players on the team. Like, nah, your U High is on campus and their colors are black and gold. But that's a good one, Corey. That's a good guess.
That's a real. I thought he was making up. I thought he was
No.
poking fun, man.
No, the University Lab is they call it U High. That's the school on LSU campus.
Oh, okay. And they
Yeah.
ball? They play?
No, they ball.
Oh yeah.
Now, your boy Christian Lewis, not Christian Lewis. Can't think of it.
Christian McCaffrey.
No, the Bama starting linebacker came from U High.
Okay.
He was a freshman last year. They just had his class, and they had 7 guys go big time. One of them went to Clemson. He's hurt now. Alabama, Texas A&M. They were balling for a few years.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good team.
Okay.
Yeah,
See,
they state champions.
you gonna have to get up to Cleveland, man, to go check out some football, man. But just don't go watch Twinsburg now, man.
Hold on.
With all due respect.
I'm in a mecca of football now. I'm just saying my school. I didn't say.
Oh, I'm not saying you're in a bad place, but I'm saying Cleveland. I don't know, man.
What?
What's your top 5 states for football, man?
Top 5 states. Oh, like overall states?
Yeah.
Florida, Georgia, Texas, Cali, Pennsylvania, Ohio. That's 6.
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania has pretty good football, dude.
Over Ohio? So you just said you from the
I
Mecca
didn't
of
go-
football,
yeah,
like,
I just
we got
named-
some dogs.
No, hold on. I just
Ruff.
named states. I didn't name in order. I'm just
Oh.
routing out states that come to mind.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, first Florida, Georgia, California, Texas. Them are.
Florida, Georgia, Texas, Ohio, California.
No, I don't know. If you want to rank them, you can rank them that way. That's fine.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are you telling me Pennsylvania? Are they slipping?
No, back in school, Ohio, Pennsylvania was a rival. Or that was like the Kentucky, Tennessee.
Okay.
Ours was Pennsylvania, but no, I just think team wise, I think Pennsylvania put out good players, but team wise, I just think we bred a
team-wise.
little different. Yeah,
I don't know about teams.
Yeah,
All I know about is players come out of state.
yeah,
I don't know
they got
about
some players.
Yeah, I don't know about teams. I don't know really. Like I'm not hipped on the high school best top 25 best high school teams in the country. I couldn't even name one.
Yeah. I know when we were in school, even when you was in school, St. Ignatius was like number 1, 2, or 3 every year. They hadn't lost. They didn't lose a game. I think from my freshman year to my junior year. Then I think they might have lost my senior year to somebody, but they was ranked number 1 in the nation my whole time in school.
I'm guessing that's Ohio.
Yeah, it's Catholic
Yes, yeah.
school. Kind of
Okay.
like I guess Trinity and St. X down here.
Okay. All right. So all the ballers go there.
Nah, it ain't really ballers, man.
Well,
But they don't put a lot of people in the league. We put more people in the league than they did. my 3 years.
That sounds like a school here, John Curtis.
They just I
Right.
think they will put 20. They'll put 20 kids in Division I every year.
See, we have a school like that in New Orleans called John Curtis, and John Curtis is a private school, and it's pretty much I'm pretty sure it's K through 12. So them kids from 5th grade on run the same damn offense. So when they get to be freshmen, it's like it's second nature to them, dude.
Right.
They are. That's probably. And I watched them recently. That's probably the most efficient team I've ever seen. They ain't making a mistake.
Right.
Now,
right.
you beat them, you got to beat them. They ain't going to beat themselves. Cause the same coaches. Dude, it's a system. And if you see their middle school team, it's the same way. Listen to me. And so I wouldn't be shocked if they don't have a little league school, because them jokers in middle school are running an offense. And they run it precision. So they ain't like the first time. It's not like a 7th grade. That's our first time running offense. They're running that offense for a few years, man, the way they run it. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that comes to show, man. I think that's why Valdosta State was so good. Dusty Bonner, I ain't going to say Dusty Bonner was the most athletic quarterback that was there in the whole my tenure there in the 90s. But like you said, when you look at the numbers, he right there with everybody else, because, man, he knew exactly where things were supposed to happen, got the ball out of his hands. He said he ran that offense. Like you said, you got to think he ran it in middle school, high school, and in college.
Dude, think about it. If you know where all the checkdowns are,
could you please repeat it?
It's where everybody's supposed to be. All the adjustments. And another thing about it, all your teammates know, because they've been running since they've been 7th grade.
Right.
So you all on the same page.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, my man. It's that time again, man. I know it was a struggle getting in her day. It was a struggle. You had that day off work, that holiday, out there in the sun, whooping ass and cornhole on the grill and whatnot. It was gonna be a rough one, me even getting in here today, but as once again we pulled it out for the people, man. We pulled
Yes, sir.
it for the people. But we can count on you being back on Thursday, man. You got anything planned? Are you gonna be
man.
you here?
You know I'm here, man.
All right then, man. So we gonna get on up out of here. Thank my man Corey Price for joining in a little bit.
Appreciate
he always
you, Corey.
dropping them gems, dropping a little knowledge on us, man. But until the next time, I'm gonna catch you on Thursday, my dude.
Yes, man. I'll see y'all.